Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks to all my subscribers one more time. I'm in the 180s now, and I really appreciate everyone who subscribed to me because I don't do a whole lot. I don't have all the bells and whistles that a lot of these channels on YouTube have, but I will give you the honest truth, and I'll show you close-ups of knives that you may be wanting. This one, I haven't seen any reviews on YouTube as of late. There might be some in the last few days that's been posted, or maybe I just missed one, but it's the Open Season Hunter. And I haven't seen it on very many knife sites. It's the model 0536 BKS, and I'm thinking B is for black here. It's regular price $98, and it's $68.99. I got it also at the Branson outlet, or at the Case and Buck outlet in Branson, Missouri. I probably could have found it online for a little cheaper on eBay or something through one of my trusted sellers that I know is legit, but you know, I didn't. I bought it there. It's just like the other one. Of course, they always come with their warranty card, and I like that they have John 3:16 at the bottom. It's a Christian-owned company and everything, all that kind of stuff, and I'm sure everybody's seen that card before. Everybody, any knife guy should have a buck. The first thing that jumps out at me on this knife right here, I mean, it is besides the ergos, is literally the actual look of the knife. Yeah, it's in a nylon sheath, but check this sheath, man. I mean, it's way different. And the second thing is, look how thick that spine is. I mean, you're looking at I would say it is, if it's not 3/16 of an inch, then it's at least 4.5 millimeters. We'll find out. I haven't even, these are new, brand new. I like that it's got the cutout here. It's kind of like the Packlight Skinner, except it's actually got a handle, and I kind of like that. It's a proud tang, kind of like Kershaw's Disc-In Hunter, but it's not quite as proud. Proud tang meaning it's going past the handle scales. It raises up and it comes out below the handle scales. This is the 536. It's got a little symbol at the other side. Turn on a little more light here. Trying to get the blade to pick up. It's really thick, and I like that. There's jimping here, and actually the jimping on this knife, when I hold it, it's a lot more functional than the other knife. And I'll try to get a close up here on it and let you see that. And get my light just right. It's more squared off. It's not triangular like Spyderco or something, but it's more squared off than rounded, and it really catches your thumb really well. I mean, I'm sure you can hear that, but anyway, it's I paid for it because I hadn't seen any out there on regular knife sites that really grabbed my eye. Especially this one. I'd never seen this model. So this one I may actually use. It's still 420 HC. I may actually compare the 420 HC to the D2 in Knives of Alaska when I skin a deer. I got one the other night. It was late, and the place I usually go skin the deer, he was busy, so I couldn't go over to, it's my uncle-in-law's house, and anyway, I couldn't use. I had the Knives of Alaska then, but anyway, I mean, you can skin a deer with a pocket knife. That's not the point. It's how sharp is it when you finish. I know it's about edge retention, but it's also about comfort and usability. And this definitely has a hollow grind, but like I said before in the last video on my last buck, the Bose heat treat is awesome, and I mean the steel really holds up well. It's a cheap steel, I would say. 420 HC. Let's see if I can get it to. It might not want to grab. May not be quite as sharp as the other one because I don't know why, but it's kind of taking it. I mean, that way, yeah, it goes real easy, but you know, it might take a little stropping. It's kind of a recurve, very slight recurve on the blade. So as you can see right there, but it shouldn't be a problem to sharpen. And the reason I say that is because it's not oversized. You can tell it's a Skinner, but I think it can be used for several applications because it is like a really perfect size and almost a pistol grip. And I just love the way this knife feels in my hand. So let's see, without further ado, well, let's see if Joey can do this or not. Yeah, it's not going to show me the millimeters on this one, but we can find out blade length. Blade length from where the handle ends to the tip is what we're looking at. We're looking at 4¼ inches. Actual cutting edge is okay. It's going to be just over 3½, just slightly over 3½, like maybe just about 1/8 over 3½. So maybe 3 5/8, which is good overall. I mean, it's like having a overbuilt pocket knife. This is a fixed blade. Well, come on, knife. Overall, you're looking at 8 inches. I know. Hold on, 8¼ inches. All right, let's try to do it this way. Stop, knife. Yeah, no, you're looking at about 8½ inches overall. So, you know, that's something to consider. You know, it's not a really small knife. It's not a really large knife. It's something it is ergonomic, and I think the name fits it pretty good. Open season Skinner. You know, it's I don't know. There's not a whole lot more to say about it without me going into use, but it does have what looks like torque screws that are holding it in on both sides, holding the handle onto the blade. And like I said, it's a full tang. And if I had to guess, I have a Rat 1 that I've got so many Rat 1s because they quit making them in the Randall's Adventure Training, and these are a lot nicer. I need to do a video to show the new Ontario Rat 1s. But if you look at the thicknesses, well, let's get them directly side by side here. If you can get a good look. I know the Randall's Adventure Training Rat 1 is 3 millimeters. So you're probably looking, yeah, you're looking at 4.5 or 5. You know, that's really starting to interest me because I want to know. So I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to weigh this sucker first real quick. I just want to see how much it weighs. I know it weighs more, yeah, 5.65. It's not a real light knife, but I mean, if you compare it to the Rat 1, 4.90, I mean, this is a folder. It's one of the most popular folders out there. I mean, if you don't believe me, check out YouTube. 5.65 to 4.90. I mean, 4.90 to be correct on the vocabulary. But anyway, so in the sheath, it is 7.60 ounces. Pretty nice. I mean, I'm impressed with this design. I really think it's going to work out. I'm going to be really pissed if it doesn't work out really good on skinning at least. But I almost want to say that there's enough, if I put a convex edge on here, that there is enough bevel. I mean, enough, just the way the blade thickness, when it does go to hollow out right here, it doesn't feel as thin as, let's say, like some folders that are hollow grind, like Cold Steel's folders. It's not as thin. You can tell, you can feel it. I don't have any calipers like a lot of people do on YouTube, but this is the blade right here, if that shows you anything, that they don't really come down to just a paper thin edge by the time you get to the edge. And just seeing how thick the spine is on the knife, get this to stay, we're going to do the thickness. And the thickness on this one goes all the way to the end, and we are at 4 millimeters. Not bad. And the 4 millimeters goes all the way until the tip starts branching off to the triangle. And just to show you, 4 millimeters, all the way up. So all the way around. I mean, if you can find this knife cheaper than what I bought it for, I would say go all day, every day. If it had a leather sheath, I think it would be worth the $68.99 I bought it for. But if you can get it for like $60, I would buy it. I would say, you know, $55, $65, get it. I ended up spending around $75 after tax and Branson for it. But, you know, it's like all the others. It's sterile on one side and then it's got all the writing on the other side. But I do like it, and it's something different. It was different to me when I got it. While we're at it real quick, I'll go ahead and weigh the other buck from my previous video of the Bucklight Max, 4.3 ounces compared to 5.65. That's not really that much difference when you get a whole lot better knife. And 6.2 ounces here. I mean, really? I mean, just go ahead if you want to bounce from. Of course, there is a price difference. You're looking at. I paid $28.99 for the orange one, and then this one here I paid $68.99. So I mean, there's a price difference, but I mean, they're both ergonomic, and if you want more of a heavier duty type knife that can skin and maybe do some bushcraft, I'd go with this one, especially with the little recurve it has. And it's not a bad, real pronounced recurve, so that's really good for sharpening and stuff like that. And I think the 420HC is really easy to sharpen, I know that. And if you ran it real softly through the really ultra fine grit on your work sharp, and just be real careful with the tip, I think that it would take a convex edge really fast, being that it's hollow ground and everything, and it would make it have a more lasting edge in case you wanted to do bushcraft with this knife. I think this knife would excel. But anyway, that's my review on that, so hope you enjoyed. If you like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you like, and if you didn't like, man, just click on another video. Thanks. God bless.